So Zach Lavine apparently has a left knee injury, but it has no structural damage. So he could return, you know, fairly soon. The more significant injury, however, is Kevin Durant.
Yes.
So for Kevin Durant's injury, he has a MCL sprain, and he's expected to be out for at least from 4 to 6 weeks.
At the least.
So at least, and we know how those may go. He could take more. So uh immediate reactions to those injuries to these top two teams in the East.
Definitely hate that, both Zach Lavine and Kevin Durant suffered injuries. Injuries, it sucks, but they're part of the game. You just hate to see anybody get hurt. And
Yeah.
two guys like this, especially, we all know that both of these guys have missed seasons because of significant injuries, and we hope for the best when it comes to rehabilitation, that they don't get re-injured.
Right.
I just hate to see it. I saw the play for. I didn't see what happened with Zach Lavine exactly, but I saw the one with Kevin Durant, and um, the positive thing is that when I saw his, he was able to at least put pressure on it. He didn't like go down and couldn't walk off the court. He limped off the court, which is not good, but at least he's able to walk, or at least somewhat walk on his own. I hope that I just hope that they come back stronger, don't get re-injured, and just take their time. Biggest thing. Um, I think for the Nets, they'll be okay because they have the, I guess, how do I call it? What I call this luxury of having Kyrie at least for road games. I think they're going to be on the road for maybe I think it was 11 out of the next 14 games.
Mm.
So that could be good to get Kyrie some time, get him, he gets more touches now, obviously with KD out, him and James Harden. Good thing for the Bulls is they have DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo. They still have a good team. I think Derrick Jones Jr. is out for them, but still they have most of their players, most of their core. I just hope that these guys are, just take their time. I mean, 4 to 6 weeks is what they're calling it, but if I'm the Nets, I'm taking my time with Kevin Durant. I think unfortunately we saw what happened when he got rushed into coming back, where he wanted to play and they just let him. Then he got the Achilles situation, and we don't. That I know, no one wants that situation at all. So I say just take your time. If it takes 2 months, so be it. And they still are in second in the East. I feel like they won't drop off significantly. If they do, they'll be fine because they're still very talented with Harden and Kyrie. So Bulls as well. Zach Lavine has already missed time this season, I think, with some minor injuries, and obviously COVID has shook up the whole league. But overall, I think it's good that I think both teams will be fine as far as impact.
Yeah. So yeah, both teams are dealing with some injuries right now, because Lonzo's also dealing with left knee, some type of knee soreness as well. Both teams are just really dealing with injuries. I think the Nets are still without Joe Harris as well.
I think Joe Harris is out for the season.
He is. Wow. That's something. And the Bulls are still without, Caruso.
Yeah.
So on both teams, but I guess it's the more significant injury is definitely Kevin Durant. Definitely take your time with him. Make sure he's ready to come back. Make sure you have all your doctors check him out, get second opinions, make sure he's straight and ready to play. because we don't need anything happening before the playoffs. Especially this team is like a championship or bust team.
Yeah.
You know, so basically it's like with schedule, who has the lighter schedule, you know. But and like you said, fortunately, the Nets are playing on the road, so
Yeah.
that helps them out with Kyrie. So I think both teams will be okay because the schedule for the Grizzlies is not the Grizzlies, but the Bulls is pretty soft for the most part, based on what I can see. Most of these teams are not in contention right now. Teams like the Thunder, Magic, things like that.
Yeah.
So I think both teams will be fine. But unfortunate that these players had to suffer these injuries. And yeah, we'll see where they go.
Man, they need to go and find whoever Giannis's doctor was for past playoffs, because I thought Giannis
Yeah.
was done for at least half of the season, and he came back and dominated. So
He did.
KD, Zach Lavine, anybody with knee injuries, go see whoever Giannis saw, because that was insane.
Basically.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
for real, like I hope the best for those guys and hope they are, healthy, safe, come back soon.
Yeah.
Or in due time.